welcome to Transitional Changes Mission podcast show. This is your host, Queen Summers.
And your host, King Summers.
And we're glad to have you with us this evening, and I hope you all enjoyed your Christmas holiday out there. We definitely did. Did you get everything you wanted for Christmas, King?
Yes, Queen, I did. I got you and my princess. That's one thing we just shared on our Christmas bonus show and all throughout all these holidays with the changes that was at hand and the promotion of being safe was to enjoy your family. And I sure did, Queen. How about you?
Yes, I really enjoyed myself, and I enjoyed all the Christmas songs that we sung and also all of the Christmas decorations that we put up and opening up the gifts. It was a wonderful feeling. I'm very happy that I was blessed to be able to enjoy it with our family.
Yes, and I got to use my new Canon camera, big boy Canon camera, and I've been having that for like 3 years, and this is the third year of the recording of my beautiful princess coming down the stairs, still got sleep in her eyes, with Queen Summers coming with them and holding Princess Summers in her arm, and they turn around and I had them spotlighted on the camera. I caught all the smiles, all the anxiety, the anxiousness, all at one, and I can just hit rewind. I got 3 years on a memory card.
And to our new listeners out there, we really thank you for taking the time out to listen in to our show tonight. We are also available on Anchor, Speaker. We're available on Spotify, Castbox, Deezer, and Podchaser. So we're on all the platforms out there.
King Summers want to give a great shout out to all the people that supported us with the live show on December the 25th, Christmas Day.
Thank you so much for listening to the King.
Yes. And I just want to give you a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in to the bonus show with the King. Actually, I had to take a break and spend time at the palace with the princesses. And I enjoyed myself. Back to work. Congratulations to Danielle Gardner from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. She won the Ugly Sweater contest, and her picture will be available on our website, www.transitionalchangesmission.wordpress.com, following the December 30th podcast show on our website.
Also on that website, we added a new page to where all the links to all these players, the hosts that we hosted in our podcast on, the links and everything. All you have to do is go to the page that's on transitionalchanges.wordpress.com. Go to the page where it's links out and all of them. Just click on them and it'll lead you right to our show.
Light itself is invisible until it reflects from something and it hits our eyes. In the same way, the elements of our life are invisible until we take the time to actually see them through our mind's eye. Self-reflection is taking the time to see the successes and failures, the opportunities and challenges, and the mental and physical development that makes each of us who we are. When we entered 2020 with all the hope a new year brings, no one could have predicted the reality that was to come. Within a few months of New Year celebrations, we saw empty grocery store shelves and shortages on hand sanitizer. We learned to meet with friends and share milestones through computer screens and cell phone screens, and we put many of our plans on hold. And yet we found hope as we came together with our communities to care for one another. And so as we bid farewell to 2020, perhaps with a sigh of relief, we reflect on the year's joys and accomplishments despite the challenges.
Yes, my people, this year was historical. I do remember even before 2020 came, it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken, of the first initial of the pandemic starting. People was on the edge of seeing if it was coming to America, and it did. It spread it all over the world. I think that was around January and February when it really started hitting here.
Right.
And things started to change periodically, every 3 months or even all the way to today.
Mm-hmm.
But we are making steps forward to going back to, like I was explaining in previous shows, I don't think that it would go back like it was of what people would call normalcy, but it will go back to a safe normalcy with everything that is coming out now with the vaccines. More people are participating with the safety measures, enjoying themselves from the initial start of 2020, which I will explain that I really, really tried to spread the enjoyment of what Christmas is and what was life all tuned down to be important to each other. This year in 2020, we started out with a fear, came into bravery, came into defiancy, came into all type of ways of emotions that people try to embed themselves with during the times of this pandemic.
Right.
But I feel that I kept myself memory of times that what is important to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that is life. Life itself is the most celebrating gift that came from a higher power. And I truly am blessed to be here. I am blessed to see everybody that is here now to step forward into this new 2021.
That's right. And I'd say this year we have witnessed Mother Earth and Mother Nature making a comeback. Let us learn and grow from nature. The things we see around and often overlook in haste, it's time to slow down and learn from the tiny ant, the art of survival in a structured society, where everyone has a role to play and where one individual's actions benefit everyone. In contrast to the tiny ant, there's much to learn from the magnificently huge banyan tree, which shelters and provides shade to all who pass under it, standing firm like a sentinel, no matter how strong the storm. All the while, it harbors within a great self-sufficient ecosystem. With this in mind, let's move on to rejoice the simple pleasures and joys life has to offer. Let's gaze towards the stars with hope and determination. Let's celebrate and live each day as we would our birthday or a celebratory occasion. And most of all, let's be humble and bow our heads with gratitude to the Creator.
Yes, my queen. And I asked the audience to remember this past Christmas. Like I was just explaining that I used a Canon camera lifetime in memory on the memory card. I asked that if you didn't use a camera, your voice, you're typing on us a message, TC Mission speaks at gmail.com, and explain the happiness of how did your Christmas go. And I am willing to tell you mine. I'm telling you, it was a lot of cleaning up that day and a lot of adrenaline. I think my kids crashed around 5 o'clock. They just couldn't take it no more. I mean, they had already didn't get no sleep the night before on Christmas Eve with myself.
But who all have not been anxious as children ready for Christmas?
It was joyful for me to witness that. It was joyful for me to sit at the table and eat and explain Christmas again to my kids, even to my 1.5-year-old, and explaining to what is getting embedded into my oldest princess that is 4. And I'm very, very happy for this. Today, we went out and she gave away one of her new toys that she got on Christmas. We call Christmas Happy Giveaway. The thing that I'm trying to explain about what we do is hopefully to inspire everybody else to do is to learn or teach the next person that is about giving.
That's right. That's right. And I gave my time on Christmas to be present for a very special accomplishment of our son's. He made the dean's list in college.
Yes.
All A's, 1 B.
Yeah.
And that was a Christmas gift all in itself that went straight to my heart. This self-reflection is not a moment of judgment or criticism. It is a chance to improve your strengths, align your values and goals, and track your growth. By taking the time to do a little self-evaluation and introspection through reflection, you can improve yourself and the things you do. When we reflect on the positive, we can see that sometimes we are getting it right. Little mistakes seem less overwhelming when we know they aren't the only kind of decisions we make. Even the littlest things done in a day can be celebrated. You made that deadline? Great. Choose that healthy lunch instead of donuts in the faculty lounge? Outstanding. Reflect on all your accomplishments by adding appreciation for the little things of each day. It will help you make it through the tougher failures. Reconnect with those moments in life that influenced your goals and positive decisions. Reflecting on your day, your week, your anytime can help you reconnect to the inspirations you've had and need. Empower the direction of the future by thinking about the inspiring moments and thoughts that will keep you moving forward in life. We all know reflection isn't always easy. It can take time, effort, and purposeful thinking. And most feel so overwhelmed just by making it through the day that finding time to think about it seems impossible. But like all the important things in life, creating the time to reflect is too important to ignore. Ask the important questions. Self-reflection isn't just thinking about what's happened, but also about asking yourself the tough questions. Thought-provoking questions deepen the inquiry process. Use these questions to help you challenge your thinking and to remind yourself of who you are and what you hope to be. Do I have negative emotions today? What are they? Why? Did I use my time wisely? Don't just answer. Think. Everything happens for a reason. So what are the reasons behind what happened to you recently?
Yes. And always reflect on what have you gained today. And I'm talking about internally. The externally to me is very not too complicated. You can always reflect back on how much you earned that day. What did you do with the labor of getting it, your time-wise, like Queen Summers was saying. But I'd like to talk to you about to reflect on the internal organs, your body, your system. How could you improve that? Because every day, just like I do, is not going to be perfect, externally or internally. So that leads you to reflect and learn and recondition yourself for the next day. To me, that's what makes the next day exciting to look forward to. And one of those exciting to look forward to that I pray before I lay down with my family. And as soon as we wake up, we give thanks to the air getting pushed into our lungs. That is one of the greatest gifts to when I open my eyes, do my stretches, do my exercise, do the routine of homeschooling now, everything. We always bring in the internal system into our system of life. And I ask my audience to just pay attention to that and reflect back on that.
That's right. And I ask myself, if I were to relive today, what would I do? And what would I change? Am I holding on to something that I need to let go of? What am I doing about the things that matter most in my life? How might this affect my goals for the future? What factors influence the situation? What did I bring to the situation that influenced the result?
Yes, my people, that is so correct. So that leads up to what we are going to talk about on the second half. But the question that we'd like to leave you with is, what is next for 2021? 2021 is 4 days away. And when it comes upon that New Year's, a lot of people around the world, they start their goals, New Year's resolution.
That's right. That's right. And so we're going to give you a few minutes to enjoy the music on our break. And we'll be back with more conversations about our New Year's resolutions and how we can get to those stepping stones to the new year.
Like we stated, we got that on our webpage at Transitional Changes Mission.wordpress.com, to where you can hit any link where we are all on, and you are gladly appreciated if you hit the follow button. When you do the follow button, you will be notified to a point to where you don't have to click on the links or anything. It just be a friendly reminder that Transitional Changes is podcasting a new show today. And for right now, it's on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock.
And Sundays at 6 p.m. And also share us with your friends.